Good morning, is it Happy Memorial Day? I know it's Memorial Day. I don't know if you're happy, but you got to say happy. You can't just go Memorial Day or remember. You can't just look at somebody and be like, remember. You're like, it's you can't. So good morning, Happy Memorial Day. I'm happy that it's a day and you're alive, the memorial. Bobby and I are here. This is live. We're not unlive like everyone else who's going to be like, we're tired because other people died a long time ago, so we need naps. No, we're up. It's morning. There's dumb shit to break down, and we're here.
Yeah,
Good
we're
morning,
the.
Bobby. How are you?
I'm all right, man. Happy, somber Memorial Day to you.
And a somber Memorial Day to you. A
Yeah,
melancholy Memorial Day to you, sir.
I mean the way I look at it is we didn't die fighting in a war, so
Yeah,
why not be here and give the podcast to people who, if they had somebody who died during the war, can enjoy it and forget
there
about the
you
fact that
go.
their best friend died in friendly fire and Pat Tillman will never play linebacker for the Cardinals again.
Oh, R.I.P. that guy. Pat
Friendly
something.
fire.
It's like whatever. Um, I don't know. I listen. Thank you, troops. All that stuff. I don't like the people that post that same thing all the time. Here's a little reminder of what each of those holidays means. Memorial Days you remember. Labor Day means you go into labor or whatever. It's like, and fucking Veterans Day since you visit your veterinarian. Like, all right, who are you, guy on the guy? Shut up. It's usually a guy who wasn't a military person who wants to kiss it. It's kind of like when a comedian goes on stage and the jokes don't work. They're like, my uncle was a Marine. Everyone's like, yeah. Like, get him back on board type shit. It's just like, listen, if people want to know what it is, fine, they'll figure it out. But to a lot of people, I'm sorry, it is just an extra day off from work.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I know that might sound like me being an asshole, but that's what it is to a lot of people.
And
Memorial
I
Day means barbecue. It's the first time. Some guys, this is the first time they'll see live women outside. Like there's some creepy men who are like incels who get invited to a barbecue. This is a big weekend for them. They get to be around humans that are breathing. They have a new person to jerk off to. It's a big weekend for them.
well, I a lot of people, it's the lax championship for college too, lacrosse. So
So
that's a
I
big
think there's
thing.
more incels jerking off to a new woman for the first time than there are people celebrating the lacrosse championship. But yes, to both of them.
But do incels actually not jerk off? I would think incels jerk off all the time.
To a new live person.
Oh, okay. All right.
They
Live to me.
usually have like, remember Sally from eighth grade? I still love her. Now
All
they're
right.
like
Well,
they go to a
pick a different
barbecue.
name.
Nope, Sally, double fisted Sally Ride. But
But now it just feels
yes,
like you're talking about me. Talking about Sally from eighth grade and people who still jerk off to her. It just sounds like you're describing me.
but Bobby, I know for a fact by knowing you, you also jerk off to other newer people in your life as well. You just move it around. You might have Sally Saturday or something, but you don't do it every day. What I'm saying is they go invited to a barbecue or something like that, and they see a new woman they hadn't seen before, and they don't even talk to her, but they're like, and they're all happy. I mean, do you know how many new relationships? Let's get away from the insults. How about the new relationships that happen at barbecues and picnics and things because drunk people got together and thought that'd be a good idea that when they were super drunk and there was fireworks and free food, that their lives are going to go well. And then a week later, there is just hullabaloo and restraining orders and all that. They're not even going to make it to the next fireworks, 4th of July. They'll probably celebrate a Father's Day because they'll probably get pregnant a week later, get the Father's Day. Go this time next year we'll be a family because they're already on. But it's okay. I know it's quick, like you are in the sex, sir. But it's okay. We're gonna celebrate. By 4th of July, divorce. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, or as Dominic says, pew 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 pew. Off from work. Fucking a indeed, sir. Fucking day. Good
Dad,
morning.
Dad, why do you hate the soldiers so much?
Well, because of all the fucking dead ones, you're here. You ruined my life just like they did.
That's the I'll butcher the quote exact quote, but the David Cross line. He's like, people, do I support the troops? Listen, as a group, the troops are the greatest thing of all times. But as an individual, troops are the biggest piece of shit in the world. They always try to fuck my girlfriend.
I'm just the most surprising part of that statement is that David Cross had a girlfriend inbred faggot.
The unsurprising that Terry Nee met his wife at a family reunion. Yeah, cousin fucker. Happy Memorial Day, Terry Nee. In a mundane Monday Memorial Day to you, Dominic, whatever we're supposed to say. But hey, it's a big weekend. We thank everyone that was watching the show today. We thank everyone that watched the shows over the weekend. A lot of people did go running over to the YouTube and go checking out a lot of shows. We had a really popular one. If you want to learn about Shane Gillis and other fun things, that was a fun episode. Go check that one out. But you got to watch more hours. We probably looked. We're closer. We're getting closer. We're not at those hours yet. We need any Indians out there want to fucking do some bot stuff for us on the free?
Yeah, exactly. We can't
help
afford
out.
for your back.
Listen,
backroom
you know how. Here's the deal. A lot of you go like on Instagram and stuff like that, and there's all these influencers, right? They're all over the TikToks and they're all the places. The influencer people like go, "Hey, Bobby, you're a big influencer. You got a lot of people that watch you. You like this energy drink Celsius?" And you're like, "No, I would never drink that." And they're like, "But what if we gave you money to pretend you do?" And you go, "All right, well, now I love it." And you're always like, "Hey, whenever I'm making TikToks about being a creep or pretending I'm 5 black guys in a musical band, but I'm only one guy, I drink Celsius." And everyone's like, "Oh, now maybe I'll drink Celsius." Probably not, but okay, decent advertising. You know what I mean? So I think that we should do this with something that everyone knows is happening, but no one really knows how to do it. And Indian bots should talk to us and say, "Why don't you let people know that we will build up your views for no reason, even though the people aren't watching as much as it says it is, so you can make money and then trick more people into thinking your show is popular, like most shows do, and then therefore all of a sudden you get popularity and fame." And the bots will be like, "Normally we charge people for this, but if we do it for you guys for free, and you let people know how good it works from a show that isn't that great to being super popular all of a sudden with all the views and stuff. So we should be able to do the influencing for the bots. Why aren't the bots having people do shit?"
I wonder if it has to do with our lack of Bob and Vagine.
Oh, Bob and Vagine, yeah.
You know what I mean? Indian people
Well-
love show Bob, show Vagine, and if we were able to do either of those, they'd probably be our own bot army.
And also probably tying in the point at the beginning of the show, I just shit on people, losers that like that stuff, like incels. We probably don't really cater to those people that well.
Well, if you think about other than the episode we did with Clickbait, our other most watched episode is Tits McGee. So
Yes. Well,
And not
we had
even-
other ones.
not even good Tits McGee. Old Tits McGee.
No, to be honest, way back in the day, there's a Dan Brown episode that for no reason we must have said something and it just caught a billion things. But either way, how was your weekend? What'd you do? Did you have shows? Did you do memorial stuff?
Pat, I had a dream come true Friday night doing stand-up
One of
comedy.
the women you like actually messaged you back.
No, not can't say that.
Sorry.
No, just kind of laughing at my life. No. So I was very frustrated. I don't know if you could tell with therapists. A friend in my life got some advice, and I think the therapist should be disbarred by how bad of advice was given. Like meds were switched, there was no follow-up appointment, and I was furious. Like, some bad things happen along the way. So I'm sitting there. I text the owner of Yonkers Comedy Club. That's important pretext.
I was like, you're like, I had a dream come true.
Oh, yeah.
Medicine
So,
was given wrong. Pills were swallowed. Lives were taken. I'm like, how is this a dream?
I was like, hey. So I text the Yonkers guy. I'm like, I should do stand-up rather than just sit in my room and fester. And he's like, yeah, I can get you on the 10 o'clock show. Come by. 6 people are there. One won't shut the fuck up. Guess what I find out this fat bitch does for a living, Pat?
She's a reviewer of comedy.
Nope, she's a therapist.
Yeah.
Went on
worse.
stage and was like, yes, I've got 10 minutes to make fun of this fat cow. Got off stage and the feature act was like, that's one way to defend yourself. Just when I was
How
like,
did it
so-
go? How
so
did
you
the other
think-
5 like it?
Oh, they loved it. A lot of them were scared to laugh, particularly her friend who she was with, but they all, like, you could see one in the back being like, Just this is what you think represents mental health? You don't think maybe we should work on our physical health and then we could work on mental health?
Well, no,
you're still training. You've got what, 20 of the 60 days left?
you work on the mental health so you can take the beatings of people going, "Hey, fatty."
Well,
You know what I mean?
we tested the limits of that theory.
I think Terry Nee did some weird study, and he found out that 90% of therapists are crazy.
Well, I don't know if that stat is true, but I can tell you 77.8% of therapists are women, and women are stupid. And that's a fact based on real science, not whatever voodoo therapists are doing. So,
And I can see why you need therapy. There it is. It's got to be women's fault, correct? No, I don't
no,
think
I'm
so.
just saying, like, maybe it's not the end all be all.
What, women?
No, therapy.
Oh,
Maybe
I
there's
think women
other
are.
things you can
I
do
think
along
women
the
are
way.
the end all be all, to be honest with you. It drives everything.
Yeah, no, pussy makes the world a better
Yeah,
place.
you just said Bob's and Vagine is what's slowing us
Yeah.
down.
No. But therapy, on the other hand, I just, Terry's right. 90% of therapists are crazy. Anybody I met taking psych classes in college were there because they wanted to figure out what was wrong with them.
Terry Nee, True About Women. Read my book. Men are from Mars. Women are batshit crazy. Okay, so I'm happy you got stage time, I guess, out of that. I don't know where a dream come true came out of. You can yell at a therapist whenever. It's not really a dream come true.
I got paid to yell at the therapist instead of the other way around, where normally I pay to yell at the therapist.
Okay. Yes, that's good. But Friday, I went to this Mexican restaurant, and I like Mexican authentic ones because it's one of the few places though that just like say, "Oh, stereotype. Let us embrace the shit out of that." Like you walk in the door, there's a mariachi band like right there. They're walking around the tables of white people and just going tequila, 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 and just making it was like 7 o'clock on a Friday, but they're just like they didn't care about these people's way of getting home. It's just like you know what I mean? They're just screaming, do shots, and it's like you have to get in your car. We're by the way, this is we weren't in some back roads or some place. This is a place that's in the same parking lot as a Lowe's and a Chick-fil-A. So like you're getting out into the crazy ass white people traffic and in there. But really enjoyed the Mexican restaurant place. Then I had radio this weekend, and that was it's weird. Like yesterday, I'm on the radio from like 2 to 7 live, and then knowing everyone else in the world at that time with the weather it was, it's just outside, maybe listening to me, probably not, because most people do playlists and things, but still, even if you are listening, that I'm just inside doing nothing while everyone is out there just memorializing. But fun weekend. Then afterwards, I went to a little party afterwards for a couple hours, but nice weekend. You know what I mean? Nice, relaxing, and enjoyed it. But then got to see once again, like over on the YouTube, a ton of people running over to see the Shane episode. I'm like, oh, nice, people are checking it out, and people are like, oh, this is kind of clickbait because you didn't talk that much about Shane. We did talk about it. You just didn't like it because you think Shane's your boyfriend and you're a homo. Anyway, why don't we move on to our stories?
Okay.
Yeah, go read the comments. Fuck you. Anyway, someone said I talk in cursive. Hilarious, but fuck off.
Wish they could write. They would have had some good jokes for that therapist.
Okay, let's go right to the fun. Ready? Tennessee adults and children brawl during chaotic kindergarten graduation ceremony. Distressing footage captured at least 10 adults and children fighting during a Tennessee kindergarten graduation ceremony earlier this month, according to a report. The chaos unfolded at Buckley Carpenter Elementary in Somerville, Tennessee on May 15th, where tensions between two women in the crowd boiled over into violence. The adults, identified as Tyesha Humphreys and Kiera Smith, were both brawling down the gymnasium bleachers as witnesses tried to escape the madness. Beyond the bleacher brawl, at least two other people on the basketball court exchanged several punches. Again, kindergarten graduation ceremony. According to the outlet, Tyesha Humphreys told people that she was attacked first, while Smith insisted that her childhood acquaintance ignited the brawl. They've known each other since they were children. Security video obtained by law enforcement allegedly shows Taisha Humphreys coming into the gym and taking a seat directly behind Smith. Smith then reportedly moved away from her original seat and sat next to a father and his child, according to the outlet. Investigators say Smith and the child then got into an argument, which allegedly led to the woman.
Sorry, the fact that it was her and the child. Didn't see that one coming.
That threw it off real quick. Got into an argument, which allegedly led to the woman taking an aggressive stance, prompting Taisha Humphreys to run down the bleachers from several rows back and smack Smith from behind to start the fight. Rhonda Humphreys, the mother arrested in the fight, told Fox 13 that she was wrongfully arrested and saw her son was elbowed in the head by an adult during the melee. By the way, these pictures are
fucking awesome.
If you look up Rhonda Humphreys, Tennessee, you're gonna get a nice mugshot. I got hysterical. The police called the ambulance. She told the outlet. They said he had a concussion and released him. One man, fuck this thing. Dontavius Giltreese and a mother and daughter, Rhonda and Taisha Humphreys, were arrested following the graduation melee. Giltreese's relationship with the Humphreys was not disclosed. Giltreese was arrested outside the school for allegedly telling Rhonda Humphreys he would shoot her in the face, the outlet reported.
Oh, shit.
Kindergarten graduation. Taisha Humphreys was charged with violating an order of protection, inciting a riot, and 3 counts of simple assault, the outlet reported. The incident comes a week after a senior graduating from Hamilton High School in Memphis, Tennessee, threw his diploma at another student, causing a fight to break out. Tennessee's getting wild. And Tennessee just passed that rule to let teachers have guns.
Hell yeah. Let's see a fight break out then.
The brawl allegedly began after a security guard caught the senior allegedly throwing up gang signs at the other student and removed him from the seat at the Cannon Center. As he was being escorted out, the video shows the teen throwing his diploma at the students he allegedly flashed gang signs at. That student then jumped over 3 rows of seats and chased after his attacker. Who is the piece of shit in this story? Is it the woman who sat behind the other woman and said, yo, fuck this. We're childhood rivals. I don't like you. I'm going to make you uncomfortable. Is it the woman who got up, moved over by another man, started having a super argument with a child, fucking got a skirmish? Is it the adult who allegedly elbowed a child in the head and gave him a concussion? Is it Tennessee and all kindergarten, not even just Tennessee, all kindergarten graduations? Stop having kindergarten graduation. Parents are at their most nuts when your kids first starts going to school. These people are already crazy, but they had their kid around the whole time. They're already worried about their kid being there. They're already crazy. They're all their personality and everything. You found the picture, nice. All their person. Yeah. That you knew exactly what I meant. That there's 3, but that's the one. That's I don't know which one. I don't know which one she is out of this, but I'm very happy to see that and go. Yeah, this makes sense. Is it the schools for allowing these graduations? Just let them go home. Let's stop putting these people together. Parents at that age are too passionate, too nuts, too crazy, and they all still know each other way too much. They're involved in everything together. When my kids were real little, they were all the same kids. Were not only going to school together, but the parents were around because they're all doing the first sport together, the first like Cub Scouts or Girl Scouts, the first karate, whatever it is. All the parents are around all the time. You're seeing them more than anybody else. Now you can develop friendships and the kids become friends and you find new people to hang out with that have kids. But mostly though, you just find some bitch or some guy that you fucking now hate because you hate how they parent, you hate how their house is, you hate that you think they're hitting on you, but they're not, but they make your wife uncomfortable. It's all that shit. You don't need it. And maybe if you're going to have graduations, try to see who has restraining orders on each other and go in there. You probably say, "Oh, Pat, that's not their job." If I'm not trying to judge where this school is, but this looks like a school where maybe only 2 or 3 people don't have restraining orders on somebody at this Tennessee school. So maybe look into that. Or is it Tennessee? I forgot they were even still a state. I thought they left when they did the whole no more Confederate flag thing. Maybe Tennessee shouldn't be a state anymore. Nothing good comes out of there. Who's a piece of shit? Bobby, go ahead.
It's for me, it's the teachers at the school. Like, how long is your kindergarten graduation that there's time to move seats and have a fist fight amongst parents. Like, take a message from McDonald's, get them in and out in 90 seconds. You know what I mean? This should be a 10-minute thing, and then go to the cafeteria and have cookies or whatever. Like, don't make the kindergarteners are going to be the most behaved people that have to sit there for the period of time. The parents you've brought in, like you pointed out, this is the craziest time in their life. They've just given up their kid. The kid's going to school for the first time. It's more a celebration for the parents than anything. Keep it short, keep it sweet. Lots of time for pictures. And like, maybe if you had taught your kids better conflict resolution, the parents would have adopted it as well. So for me, it's the teachers who make like the kindergarten graduations as much for them as for anyone.
Right. That part that in the article it did say that they most of this happened before the graduate. They were just getting their seats, so they didn't start. I'm sure, but I'm guessing it's a whole school thing. I know they're saying kindergarten graduation, but if they're using the whole auditorium and they're sitting in bleachers, I'm assuming it's more than just one class. They're doing like first grade, all that shit. But regardless, yeah, like we both agree on that. It shouldn't be that. But I don't think the piece of shit is the teachers or the school. It's something that's been done for a long time. It's trying to get your parents involved, especially in a day and age when parents and kids aren't getting involved. It gets you. With nowadays in social media, you're trying to get viral moments, trying to get some. What we see so many of those little cute ones where the kid walks up and says, "I'm going to be a doctor," and everyone's like, "Yay!" And then they videotape it, and the kid spoke well, so they everyone likes it on TikTok, whatever. So it's not them; they're just trying still to build a family dynamic and have some kind of celebration, because usually it's probably just a lot of parents in that area yelling at kids and going, "You suck. You think you're better than me because you're finally the first person in our family to graduate kindergarten? You think you're better than all of us?
Oh, you got kindergarten now. You so smart.
Oh yeah. So I guess you're moving out now, asshole. Is that what you're doing? You're moving.
You run the Chinese shop then this summer.
I don't think there was many Chinese people in that part of Tennessee, to be honest with you. But there could be. Oh, you're the only 10 I see.
You from
Rhonda
Memphis?
Humphrey. But I think the piece of shit is the woman who moved her seat. Okay. Here's the thing. I think we all understand how to deal with bullies, right?
Punch him in the mouth.
No. But it works sometimes, but then
My
I don't
bad,
think
Pat.
that's you.
Punch their kid in the mouth.
No. Also, probably more no on that one than the other one. But the reason that you don't give them more fuel for the fire. I'm not saying you're going to ever beat them. They're bullies. They're going to always bother you. There is no winning with a bully. You're not going to fight them. You're not going to call them out. You're not going to make them feel bad like TV shows say. But what you don't do is let them feel an ounce more power than they already have. If I'm sitting down and a bully sits behind me to make me uncomfortable, you sit there, you cheer your kids, you look at the other parents around you, you talk about to them, and you make that person kind of go like, all right, well, it's not working right here. I'll have to go shit on them later on. You know what I mean? The second you move your seat, that bully is like, got him.
Yeah,
I'm making them uncomfortable now. Now I'm going to follow and go over there. And you're going to start stirring up shit. Oh, you want this girl sitting next to you? You know she nuts, right? And then the guy's like, oh, how about our kid? Bow. And then he throws a bow. Because everybody's moving. And also, you don't know where she's moving you. Bullies play chess, not checkers, motherfucker. They're moving you into a spot to take you out. They're sitting there. They're looking 2 steps ahead. Bullies think about that. That bully's kid probably doesn't even have pants on. They don't even know what outfit it's wearing. Like they're worried more about, oh, can I make Rhonda's life uncomfortable than they are because my kid can have a good day. But so it's like that woman for doing that. But then also what she did do was destroy everyone's fucking, like, there were people at that graduation who were videotaping it because, like, maybe a grandparent is dying and never gonna be able to make it. They're like, well, you get to have this one graduation of your grandson, you know, that you have there because you can't go out of the house anymore because you're not doing well. And now instead it's just a brawl, and they're like, what the fuck? Because I wonder if they get
Best day ever. The grandpa's like, thank God I had to watch that little shit graduate. I got to watch a fight.
Fucking crazy ass fight. And also what that does, all the movement, all those things there. You know how many people in Tennessee, in a different part of Tennessee, are like, yep, that's why them people go to that school and we go to our school. Like, all you're doing
school
is
up the road.
That woman's one seating. That one's sitting right there. behind her to piss her off, changed everyone's day. It built up racism. Like in the racists, they're like, finally, we got our stuff we need. It was a big Memorial Day for all of them. But yeah, you can't sit behind her. The second she did that, she ruined everyone's day. She was the butterfly effect. The second she sat there, everything else was going to be happening. Because I mentioned there was other people that wanted to sit right there behind her so they could see, thinking, oh, this lady's quiet because she gets bullied a lot. And a couple walks in, they're like, where should we sit? I don't want the loud people yelling at us. Why did we move to this neighborhood again, Carl? Why did we move here? It's like, it was a commute to my job in Memphis. I didn't realize that it was like, I mean, she goes, well, you didn't think that maybe the condo was cheap for a reason? And it's like, I wasn't sure, but I'm pretty sure that we can still say that, hey, our kids are going to be cultured. Why? Our 5-year-old wants cornrows and her name's Tiffany? That doesn't work. So they could have sat behind this person, but no, Bully Girl sat there and ruined everything.
By that logic, it kind of makes it seem like Bully Girl might have been the hero of the day.
Hero?
Yeah, because how boring is a fucking kindergarten graduation? Now at least there's something to talk about. Like, we wouldn't have been talking about these little kids graduating if there hadn't been a fight.
We're still not talking about the little kids graduating. We're talking about a brawl that happened at a kid's graduation. And also, Bobby, if you're the parent, kindergarten graduation is not boring. It's the exact opposite. You're so excited your kid's finally doing a thing. You know, at that level, you're excited for everything. To us, to you and I, and those are our kids, boring as shit. To the people that are there, it's one of their biggest days since their kid's been alive.
When I was a kid, I graduated kindergarten, and
Congratulations, first of all.
everybody was going out for food, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, are we going out to celebrate?" And he said, "No, we don't celebrate conference championships here." And we
That's
just went
not what
home.
happened.
I swear to God, it's a true story. That's how my dad parents.
Your
Three
dad
Magic
said
Johnson quotes.
conference championships to you in kindergarten, and did your mom turn at least and go, well, did you ask which conference? And she explained what a conference is? Because you were in kindergarten.
No, my dad used a lot of the Magic Larry Bird situation to parent. So I was aware of what a conference championship versus the NBA championship meant.
So when your dad went out to dinner later on in life because he got a raise, and you're like, why are we going out to eat? We don't celebrate conference championships. Your shitty ass raise, you loser. You still fuck mom.
That point sunk in so well with me, Pat, that now my dad has to be like, no, stop. You need to celebrate that little win. Like, he was like, I'm sorry I fucked you up as a kid.
Wait, your dad really said that?
Yeah, swear to God.
At kindergarten, your dad really grabbed you and said, we're not going out to eat like everyone else because we don't celebrate conference championships? Bobby, that explains everything you are.
I mean, a little bit, yeah, right?
I know you earlier, you were like, therapy's no good. Dude, go to therapy. Go apologize to that woman. You gotta, Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm just saying, like, you know, I get it. You graduated kindergarten. And my parents' big thing was like, maybe if you graduate college, we'll do something for you.
Like, my parents never did that. Like, my dad might have, he would take us out for things and do that, but then let us know afterwards that, you know, like how great it was that he did that. Not so much the accomplishment anymore. That the fact that he took us out there, his recognition of the thing was bigger than the accomplishment. But that's, at least it was still getting a little bit of celebration. At least we got lifted up before we got slapped down. You never got lifted up.
Well, I mean, did you have Subway Friday at your house?
Subway. Oh, so you ate Subway sandwich, or you had to ride the Subway on Friday and not get to ride home?
Well, that would be a fun story. No. What it was is you would have an away game in football and you wouldn't have to report until 4. So your dad takes you to Subway and then just pisses you off the entire time so you play better. Like, he'll say shitty comments like, you know, you walk a lot on the field. You'll be like, I don't walk. He'll be like, well, we'll see if you get a sack tonight. Then we'll find out if you really walk, won't we?
You know what? I'm changing it. My piece of shit in this story is Bobby's dad.
For raising a winner, Pat.
Fuck your dad. Oh no, Terry D. At least you had a dad. No, Terry D. You had no dad. You had lesbian moms. Lesbian.
I saw a story called Momo, and I thought was 2 gay dads.
2 gay dads. That's a sitcom, right?
My 2 gay dads.
You better not make fun of 2 gay dads. That's my favorite comedian, Shane Gillis. He's in 2 gay dads. Oh, don't worry, Terry Nee. We knew you had a dad because you could tell jokes and you can joke around and you can and you're up early.
On dime every day, unlike me. Oh man.
All right,
Well,
so all right, shitty upbringing. What's your story?
so um
Do you have none? I got plenty.
no,
of news.
I do. I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this. Basically, are you aware of the loss the PGA Tour had over the weekend?
Suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Grayson Murray committed suicide. But that's not what the story I really want to talk about is. What it is a website has made an entire timeline of his
Just
relationship.
so people know
with
real
his-
quick, PGA, professional golf, it's a golfer. He was a pro golfer and he
Yeah.
committed suicide. They weren't sure what it was for. Some people might not follow golf and not know what it meant. So.
No. So it was Grayson Murray. For a while, a lot of people were saying it was a COVID vaccine reaction. And then the parents came out and officially called it a suicide. The coroners backed up everything they had to say. But that's not what this story is. This story is a social media site. I can't accidentally close the
Yes,
tab.
Terry, in the comments, I saw a couple articles this morning confirming they did call it a suicide. Like I think it was this morning or late last night.
But this is about, they made an entire timeline of Grayson Murray's relationship with his fiance.
Okay.
It's taking through them meeting, and then the last date is Saturday.
Who wrote? Is the article someone wrote?
It was like Variety. Yeah, I accidentally closed the tab I had open to find the kindergarten brawl. But who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it like, I get everybody's covering the fact that this guy killed himself, but is it to then make a timeline about how he fell in love with his fiance and then end it the Saturday where he killed himself is pretty dark, a little morbid. You know what I mean? Like, it just is. If it was her driving him to kill himself, then like I could understand the timeline of events being important. But this is just like, hey, look at this woman's heartbreak on display. So who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it the newspaper for that? Is it the fiance for driving him to, drink and be depressed, as Terry pointed out? Is it?
No, Terry did not say the fiance did that. Terry said he had drinking, depression, anxiety issues. You put the fiance in that part and said the fiance made him drink and kill himself. No one else said that.
I mean, we don't know. No one else said that. For all we know, there could have been doctors and lawyers involved.
You know,
saying
it didn't say it, Grayson, whatever, because he's dead.
He's dead. And that was gonna be my third choice. Like, if you had that accuracy that you had to kill yourself on the golf course, life would have been better.
Hmm.
So who's the piece of shit in this story?
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, let's do an episode on Memorial Day. More people will watch. Okay. Thanks, Bobby. Anyone out there? Where's that thing we put underneath about if you're thinking about killing yourself, call this number because I hope it's not Bobby's.
No. I'm just saying. I feel like if you were gonna write the
Jesus.
article,
Yeah, it was an eagle, Terry.
hole in one. There it is. No, but like if you're gonna write an article to clarify the situation, that's not the one you need. Unless if you're saying the fiance had something to do with it. That's all I'm getting at.
Good morning, Teresa.
Who's your piece of shit, Pat?
It's not the guy for killing himself. It's not the girlfriend for what you said making him do it. And that people don't. That's way past that. I don't think that was the case. It's the PGA for recently how they're just handling everything. But a week or so ago, what's his name? Scotty Scheffler, whatever his name was, gets arrested at the golf course as cops come flying up, pull him. The golf is becoming more exciting off the course than on the course now. And it's ever since who was no longer good at golf. Tiger Woods. Ever since Tiger Woods has not been really good at golf, the PGA's been trying whatever they can to get ratings and views by like maybe going after people that are more sensitive. Now listen, way back in the day when golf was just racist and only for white people, yeah, that wasn't a good time. That wasn't good to people in this net. But nobody was killing themselves. Nobody was fucking getting arrested on the course. You did your job at the course. Fuzzy Zeller showed up. He made racist comments. He won a tournament. You know, Greg the Shark Norman showed up. said something awful about Chinese people, won a tournament. That was it. You were racist, you won a game, you went home, and that was it. They gave you a jacket so you could say I'm part of a group, kind of like the Klan. That's when golf was good. They would just give you an outfit and go, come to this big giant White House, let's celebrate shit and a thing other people can't do because we're better than them, and then move on. Once golf became not exclusive anymore and became inclusive to everybody, then they started letting in people that are like, have suicidal tendencies or beat their wives or are black. They would let all these kind of different people in, and it was like it was changing the game. So if they didn't do this, now all jokes aside, I'm terrible for this guy's loss. I think it's his family's loss and all that stuff. But it's got to be pretty cool for a guy who just didn't make the cut of that weekend. And he's like, I don't know what happened, but if it happened on Thursday, Friday, where they can make the cut, another guy would be able to come in and take his spot and now play in the tournament. Now, if that happened Saturday, that sucks, because if you just missed the cut and this was one guy that was there, like if he killed himself on Wednesday, that guy would have made it and maybe won some money. So it's twofold.
Well, I have it on pretty good authority. He made the cut, Pat.
Oh boy, wrist or neck?
I don't know. I don't have the details. You hit the point I was trying to make. The piece of shit in this story is the PGA Tour.
Yeah,
for entering their attitude era. Like, what are we doing here? Is this guy going to wake up in a week and beat Scotty Scheffner right before he wins his mate? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Get your people in check.
You know what we need? It's your boy. It's not my boy. You've talked about him a lot, but I think right now in the state they're in, bring back John Daly.
Yeah.
I know he's around once in a while, but bring him back for real to talk to people at each hole. He's not playing anymore. When they go up and they're about to hit, and he walks up and goes, "How you feeling?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm just focusing on this hole." No. For real, you doing good? Your girlfriend cheating on you? You feeling all right? And then they're like, "Well, man, life's been a little tough." He's like, "You want a fucking beer? You want to do some coke?" And then he just offers them whatever makes him feel better right before they hit, and then now they're not going to kill themselves. If John Daly's walking around offering everybody like drinks and drugs and hookers and stuff like he does, he's playing music like the real Happy Gilmore that he is, nobody be sad. Maybe John Daly should do that everywhere, not just golf, but he has to start somewhere. If that Grayson guy, first of all, I think if you look at the name and then what happened, more Graysons killed themselves than most other names. You know what I mean? And that's a tough name to live up to. You have to be a billionaire to be a Grayson. You can't be like, okay. You know what I mean? You can't just make a couple bucks and be a Grayson. You gotta have fuck you to fuck you to fuck you Elon Musk money to fucking be a Grayson.
The only reason Grayson Allen's still alive is because his wife gave him that cool haircut.
Grayson Allen. I thought it was like he's not still alive. The guy killed himself. That's the other guy, the basketball guy. So it's like,
he went from being a BYU nerd to a stud because of one haircut, according to his wife.
I don't think that's what happened, but all right. That story was sad. Sad. Sorry. Now it ruined everyone's Memorial Day. We'll bring it back. Bobby, Napoleon's 1.5-inch long penis, last known to be in possession of New Jersey urologist's daughter.
Wait, what?
Napoleon, remember him?
Yeah. I'm with
his
Napoleon.
1.5-inch penis.
I don't know if that's true.
Last known to be in the possession of New Jersey urologist's daughter. Someone has it. Someone has his penis.
I'm going to need more details, Patrick.
Well, before you get more details, here's the Post doing what the Post does. Here's a short history lesson.
You know what? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Not bad. French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte died 203 years ago, May 5th, but his legendary petite privates were last known to be in the hands of an Englewood, New Jersey resident. The penis belonged to Evan Latimer, who a renowned urologist dad beat out stiff competition, Jesus Christ, at a Paris auction in 1977 to buy the organ for $3,000. People bid on the tiny penis, and you might say that's not a lot of money. 1977, that's decent money. $3,000 for penis.
You get to line it up.
They don't show the penis, but a woman's holding a box that has the penis. It's not a big box.
but did you you get to put it on his corpse and be like, oh yeah, it fits?
I don't know. He bought it. He never showed it to anyone. He never told anyone. He just took it, put it under the desk, and there it was. He just had Dick in a box. Before Justin Timberlake. Dick in a box with this man. Dr. John K. Latimer, who did extensive research on the Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy assassinations, died in 2007 at age 92. Evan Latimer, now 75, declined to comment on the famous French member of the family when reached by the Post. As legend has it, a resentful doctor supposedly snipped the 1.5-inch long penis during the 5'5" ruler's autopsy. So they were doing his autopsy, and some guy's like, fuck this guy, and then just cut off his dick and then kept it. The postmortem was carried out by Napoleon's doctor, Francisco Altomaracci, in front of 17 witnesses, according to New York City writer Tony Perotti, who wrote the 2008 book, Napoleon's Privates, 2,500 Years of History Unzipped. We got to get that guy on. That's a
Yeah,
good
I'd be
book.
okay with that.
The penis is then said to have been part of a collection of items owned by the priest who administered Napoleon's last rites, Abney Agnes Parmigiani, I can't fuck this, eventually passing through his family. Perotet, 60, confirmed to the Post. Napoleon's pistol warrior was among relics brought by American rare book dealers A.S.W. Rosenbach in 1924 and displayed in the Museum of French Art in Manhattan in 1927. It was eventually auctioned in Paris in 1977 and bought by Evan Latimer's father, Professor of Urology. Evan Latimer has kept private for the most part of his kinky keepsake. Perotot had the rare privilege of seeing little Napoleon about 10 years ago in Englewood. It was a fascinating moment. She hadn't looked at it for years. It was in a FedEx box. The legend was the doctor kept it under his bed. The writer explained, it had been air dried, so no one is going to look so great after 200 years. But it was like a little baby's finger. It's always compared to beef jerky. It's sort of dried out. What do you mean always?
Yeah. Good point, Pat.
Who the fuck's like, oh, you know what, like Napoleon's penis looks like? Oh, beef jerky? Oh, yeah, everyone says that. Here are the whereabouts of some other A-list body parts. I don't know if we want
We
this.
don't need this.
Oh, none of it's penis. Albert Einstein's brains in the museum in Philadelphia. Thomas Edison's last breath in a glass tube at Henry Ford Museum in Michigan. Galileo Galilei's finger is in Italy. Lincoln's skull fragments are in D.C. In Ludwig van Beethoven's
Ford
ear
Theater,
bones.
right?
No, at the National Museum of Health and Medicine.
I'm pretty sure there are still some fragments at the Ford's Theater.
I'm guessing the janitors got hold of that eventually, right? They had to.
No, because they had to fire the good ones.
So who's the piece of shit?
You get
in
it,
the
Pat?
story?
They had to fire the good janitors
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the Ford Theater.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it Napoleon Bonaparte for having such a tiny penis and being so mean that he didn't think about the ramifications that once death was over, some doctor's like, fuck this guy, cut off his dick and I'm going to sell it to people? Is it the doctor for going, fuck this guy, I'm going to cut off his dick and sell it to people? Is it the people that would pass it around and bring it to fairs and shows and stuff like that and let everybody see it? Is it the guy who bought it finally in 1977 and was like, no one else is going to see this again. I'm keeping this keepsake under my desk. I just like knowing I have Napoleon's penis, which, by the way, is hilarious if you're telling people. It's like, you're drunk and you're like, guess what I have in my house? Like, what do you have?
Trying to see.
Napoleon's penis. It is so little.
Trying to see
And they're like, what are you
Napoleon's
talking
dick.
about? Yeah. You ever seen this? You ever seen a famous ruler's penis in a box? Like, well, no. You want to come over later? Is it the guy who would always say, hey, finally Napoleon got his dick in a box? And then people are like, oh, hey, that's a little crude. Is it the daughter for now having it and going, hey, my dad had a dick in a box? Instead of going, holy shit, my dad is weird. She said, I want everyone to know I have it now. Well, your dad didn't want everyone knowing he had it. He bought it because he's a urologist, and it's probably for a study or something to see how long dicks last, like beef jerky, whatever. But he kept it in a box forever, never looked at it. Now you're calling the Post and going, hey, I've got this dick in a box. How can I fucking get popular off this? Can people love me because I have dick in a box? Or is it not more famous people for making sure that their dicks are put in boxes when it's all over. There should be a whole thing. You can collect it afterwards. You can donate your organs on your license. And why can't people be like, I want to donate my dick to be in a box so people can bid on it in museums and stuff? Who's the piece of shit, Bobby?
The dentist doctor who bought the dick. Did you skip over the part where it went the dentist or the urologist?
Not dentist, urologist, which is penis
who was an expert on the Kennedy and what was the other assassination?
Lincoln.
The dude's a fucking conspiracy theorist.
The guy, well, not that. He's a lunatic.
And he's buying
his favorite
dicks.
things are Napoleon's dick and then heads being blown off.
The dude's a weirdo. And he likes
Fucking
touching dicks for a
weird.
living. He's the type of doctor you got to worry about fingering your girlfriend when she goes in for a gynecology appointment. So for me, that dick stealing motherfucker is a piece of shit.
What I agree. I don't think it's the daughter. I think the daughter is just doing what any child does when a father has an obsession that he cares more about the obsession than he does the child. So the child's like, well, if I have the obsession, then I have my dad's love. It's psychologically fucked up.
I thought you meant trying to find the dad's love through random dicks and boxes.
No, I don't think that. Maybe she might have. Who knows? When I saw her, she didn't look like one of those type of ladies. But like, it's him, because to have Napoleon's penis and buy it and just keep it secret. Okay, the people that had it before him, the museums that had it, the other collectors, stuff like that, and it traveled around. They said there was viewings and showings. As weird and as morbid as that is, way before TV and stuff, oddities and weird things were more the norm. You went to go see things and stuff. You could lie if it wasn't really that, because how are you going to prove it? You can say, oh, we have Genghis Khan's butt cheek or something. You wouldn't know if it was Genghis Khan's butt cheek or not. It could be, it couldn't be, but you'd go look at it anyway and go, I guess I believe that butt cheek could kill millions of people. You wouldn't know, So you could do that, but once you start getting proof like they did and proving that it is Napoleon Bonaparte's penis, a guy to buy that, then go, I'm not going to let anyone else ever see this. I'm going to buy this, then keep it private. What else does this guy have? This was the one that people knew because it was a famous person. But if you're keeping parts in boxes in your house, dude, go through the other fucking boxes. That guy's a serial killer. This is going to come out that this guy is a fucking murderer. You've got Napoleon Bonaparte's penis under your desk in a box. It's not a little cardboard box. It's a fancy ass little box. He had to go to a place where you would probably put a diamond ring in there, and he put Napoleon's penis in there. I mean, it's a little bigger than that. It's probably big enough for like a brooch. You know what I mean? It really is not a big box. But then again, 1.5 inch penis. But then again, 1.5 inches how? 1.5 inches hard? 1.5 inches soft? I mean, who knows? I mean, it's 200 something years old. His penis is still around. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go like, I might die, but my dick will live on. That's pretty crazy.
Just why would you have somebody's dick? I don't understand that.
We both missed an obvious joke because I'm sitting here, my girlfriend texts me and just says Napoleon Bonaparte. Yes, we forgot. It was the easiest one, and we didn't do it.
Yeah,
Thank you for adding to the show. I'm mad at you know what? The real piece of shit is the post for not using that one. That should have been it. More like Napoleon Bonaparte. I'd be reading more New York Post articles if they would just take the cheap shot like that.
That should have been the headline, not just a shot throughout the
The
article.
headline.
Yeah. Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah. Found in Trent, New Jersey.
1.5 reasons to hate the French.
In parentheses, not that you need it anymore.
Right. Napoleon's dick sucks. That's the article. It's like, okay.
What, in
that's a little
parentheses,
much.
like the rest of France. Close parentheses.
Napoleon's dick sucks, but no one sucks his tiny dick. Napoleon.
Damn.
All right, the
God
post
damn,
is getting
Napoleon.
gross. Yeah. Oh, by the way, my life's good. A guy who works at just now. I'm getting texts. I'm like, what else is my girlfriend texting me from the side? It wasn't her this time. A guy I work with at the radio station was listening to me on the radio yesterday, and he said, "Oh, I didn't know you were live," because he was doing a promotion thing. And right now, texts me and goes, "Anyone ever tell you sound like Kyle Kinane?" Yeah, man. Everyone tells me I sound. Yes, I do know. First of all, I think I'm older, so I think Kyle Kinane sounds like me. So fuck off. But yes, if you're not sure who Kyle Kinane is, everyone out there, he is famous for being a comedian, but he's more famous for being the guy who goes, "Next up, South Park." Like, yeah, he's the Comedy Central voice guy. Yeah. The Chappelle Show is next. Yeah, I know. I saw. Years ago, I was on a show with Kinane and Sean Donnelly, and if you know who Sean Donnelly is, he also looks and sounds like me and Kyle Kinane. And someone put that show together, thought it'd be funny, and the audience did not like it as they got Russian doll versions of the same fucking people.
Oh shit!
We're all out there talking like this, and everyone's like, "All right, I can't handle this for fucking 90
What
minutes.
is going on? Am I high?
Who has this fetish? What's under your seat? Everybody gets a dick in the box. You get a dick in the box. You get a dick in the box."
That does explain the one comment I saw on Friday's episode, which was, "Damn, I can't believe Sean Donnelly turned on Shane like that."
I can't believe the guy who announces next up the Daily Show would turn on Shane Gillis in that manner. You got stuff, or you need stuff?
I do. I got stuff. Dominic said he wonders if they display the box during holidays. I don't know if you can see that.
They explain the box during.
No. I wonder if they display the box.
Display. They said explain.
So, Pat, I know you love sports. Do you like soccer?
No, I like sports.
Oh, boy. Well, then I don't know if you're going to like this story. As beloved star's ex-girlfriend leaked shocking text messages exposing affair.
Well, no, I like dirt and juicy goss. I just don't like fucking soccer.
Football star Shadu Ri from
Shadu
Korea
Ri?
or Japan, I can't tell which one, is
Korean soccer we're talking about?
It might be
on Memorial Day, Bobby? How dare you?
Well, he got cheated on, and I definitely didn't think that you would have fun with an Asian soccer player getting cheated on. On May 27th, No Cut News reported that Shadu Ri, who is going through a lengthy divorce, is embroiled in a legal battle with a woman who alleges she had an affair with a former football player. The report states that Shadu Ri has pressed charges on the woman for defamation and stalking before then revealing that another woman, who claims she is Shadu Ri's current girlfriend, sued the same woman. According to the lawsuit, Shadu Ri claimed that he had only met that's the first girl, a couple of times, and alleged that she had defamed him after exposing his private life. His current girlfriend also writes in her lawsuit that that's the first girl, had only met the footballer a couple of times and that she had stalked the couple and harassed them by uploading private photos to her Instagram. The girl, however, revealed that she and the football player had dated since 2021 and that Shadu Ri had cheated on her with the new girl. The original girl revealed several text messages proving their relationship and showing Shadu Ri trying to win her back. Have a great day. How was your day? Those are the two texts.
That's not cheating. Have a great day. How was your day? That's any bitch can write that.
Hang on. They only translated two of the messages.
Okay.
In the image, I have to read it. Shadu Ri, hi. Girlfriend, I think your coach is giving you guys trouble, but do your best. Maybe I'm being punished. Hopefully he'll come to his senses soon.
Wait. Did it say read it all sexy like you just did, or did you just do that?
I mean, I just assume Shadu Ri.
Do your best. No, that's how Koreans talk. Maybe you should do your best. I will do my best. The best is being done. You ever watch that when they have the subtitles? It's just a tiny Asian person, and they're like, "Oh, this is awful," but instead the American voice goes, "I will do my best. We will all do our best. The best is being done."
Dude, this is actually getting a little sad. Sorry.
Oh, no. What happened?
So the text messages are, hi. She goes, I think your coach is giving you guys trouble, but do your best. He goes, maybe I'm getting punished. She goes, hopefully he'll come to his senses soon. Then he goes, are you well? And she goes, just keep drinking. Don't try to strike up a conversation with me. And then he goes, have a great day. How was your day? Have a good day. Are you well? And then she goes, Dury, protect your mental health. If you just stayed away from alcohol and nightlife, there's nothing you couldn't do.
So this is this is the woman he was cheating with, or his actual girlfriend?
That was his. She's saying they were boyfriend and girlfriend. He's saying he never met this bitch. She's crazy. But apparently, like, she tried to get him to quit drinking, and he refused. And then he found a new girl who was okay with the drinking.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought that said keep drinking.
No, he was like, "Hey, what's up? How are you?" And she was like, "Don't try to talk to me. Just keep doing your drinking." Like she was mad at him.
Oh, but you said that keep doing your drinking. I thought it meant like keep drinking, not quit.
It was a sarcastic. It was like,
Oh,
just
okay.
keep drinking, don't try to talk to me. And then later it was like, if you would just quit doing this, you'd be able to do whatever you set your mind to. So who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it Sha Du-ri? Like, you're a Korean professional soccer player. You've already lived out one dream. You don't need to be the Tiger Woods of your sport. Um, is it the
Just a
fun
tiger
suck?
part.
First girlfriend. Like, yo, homie wants his drink. That's what Koreans are good at. Let him drink. Is it the new girl who's also suing the ex who tried to take care of him? Like, bitch, just mind your place. Pat, we'll kick it to you first.
Well, first of all, I like that he was named after an Adam Sandler noise.
Shaduri!
Shaduri! Yeah, Shadu. He's like, Shaduri sounds like it would be like an exotic retarded person. It's like this is one of those Shaduris over there. It's not Shaduri. Shaduri's just living the lifestyle of a fucking famous athlete in a country. He's got lots of women talking about him. He can do whatever he wants. He's a big star. He's the David Beckham of closed eyes. You know what I mean? Like, he's just doing what he can do to live his life. It's not the woman for like fucking telling him, work on your drinking, you're nuts, whatever. That's just ladies being late. What do you got? What are you sharing here? Shaduri? Is he
Shaduri.
handsome? That's a tiny picture. I can't really see Shaduri, but he looks like all of them. The piece of shit in this story is every other athlete on Shaduri's team and in that league for doing so little that this is a story. Oh, a famous guy might have 2 girlfriends. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I can't believe it. A famous athlete might have a drinking problem. Wow, that's never happened before. Oh, a famous guy might think that women are into him when they're not. Wow, that's exciting. Come on, South Koreans, step it up. You're getting good at a lot of stuff, like being better than North Korea. Get more drama. Where's your drama at? We had the last story. We had a dick in a box. Before that, in America, we got fucking kindergarten parents fighting their kids. Yo, my girlfriend doesn't think she's my girlfriend. Wow. Or as the Asians go, Waduri. Whatever the fuck you say. Oh, he's awful. You gotta keep your rinking problem. Keep your rinking problem to yourself. No one cares. This is boring. That's why soccer sucks. If you had a football story, it'd be like, tight end kills everyone. Let's dummy become famous. That's our stories. Gronk's famous because Aaron Hernandez murdered people. He wasn't like, oh, my girlfriend's sad. He's like, no, I'm going to stab folks. We're better at everything. USA. USA. Memorial Day, bitch.
Yeah. And I was going to say the piece of shit in this story is anybody who's mad at Shaduri. This is why we fought the Korean War.
Oh, Shaduri.
To give people like this a chance at the American dream, which is the better you get at sports, you cheat on your girlfriend for hotter girls.
No, you don't get better at sports so you can cheat on your girlfriend. That's not what you do.
That's why you get better at anything. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Pussy makes the
we
world
we
go
did
round,
not talk
Pat.
about that at the beginning
We
of the
did.
show.
We said pussy makes the world go round, and that's why you get better at anything to get better
bots
pussy.
want. That's not what I said.
Oh, I was on board with something I thought you said.
All right. Well, how about you be on board with doing your plugs while I go grab coffee quick?
All right. Well, folks, the most important thing you could do right now is kind of like a way to leave a tribute to the dead soldiers that we celebrate on Memorial Day would be to head over to our Patreon and subscribe for as low as $3 a month. That'll get you access to all the content. But if you want to step it up to a middle tier or the highest tier, V is back. Let's go. Females secretly rule the world. I would agree with that, V. They control it with their pussy. Thank you for joining us today, sir. Pat's still sorry he kicked you out. We're not sure how to fix that. But I'm going to keep streaming to mine in the meantime so you can get access. If you want to see Pat and I do stand-up comedy, you're like, where could I possibly see those two studs get together? The answer is very simply Westminster, Connecticut, at the Brouhaha. The new location, it is no longer...
Not Westminster, whatever you said.
Oh, okay. Where's that?
Wethersfield.
Wethersfield. I always get the W's confused. Welcome back, V. And other than that, July 20th at the Bijou and some 14th EMA Theater with Aaron Berg.
All right, thank you, Bobby. Please hit like and subscribe. V, wonderful to have you back. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but it's awesome you're back.
Sorry.
Thank you for hitting. It's fine, no worries. Not sure what is wrong. I am probably just shut up. No, we'll get into it quickly. But like, there was an idiot who was yelling the whole time that day, and I went to click on the three dots next to his name to take him out because he was being a dick to Bobby, and I went to go ban him, but because since he wasn't watching on YouTube, it went to the next person on YouTube and just removed you. And I looked through and I couldn't find a way to do it, so we'll figure it out to get back on there. But we're happy you're back. And while you're here, you might as well like and subscribe, I guess, or whatever, and then share. I mean, that's the big thing we're asking people to do is share. And we thank all the people that were sharing their thoughts and opinions and comments this weekend on our Friday show. Thank you so much for being so passionate about Shane Gillis. All the people who were like upset because they thought I was going to reveal that something about the show Tires on a podcast here that wasn't Shane. You can all grow the fuck up. But anyway, you're still fun to check out and watch. It's fine. But I'll recommend a couple things. Go watch Tires. If you're a Shadu Ree and you don't like any kind of jokes that have any like level of smart to them or anything, no, I'm kidding. It's a fine show. It's just kind of stupid and dopey, but it was fine. If you want to go watch something that's only 22 minutes long, basically each episode's like a Napoleon Bonaparte penis. It's just 1.5 inches long. It's not, you're going to keep it in a box someday, and years from later, you're going to forget it was even a thing. But we get it. You're all super fans of a guy. I like him too. I've met him before. He's a good guy, and he's very funny. That's why I watch the show. But anyway, go watch that episode. Go watch all our episodes. Put nice comments in there if you can. That's nice too. But share, like, and head on over to the Patreon for as little as $3 a month. You get a bunch of content, bonus stuff, all the things there. We have new shows going out every week. We're probably going to get into a nice deep dive on all the coverage of the people, what all those people wrote on our YouTube and stuff like that in the Thursday Thoughts. So make sure you get over there, and that's only exclusively on the Patreon. Our tomorrow morning show, if you like the morning shows, is going to be on the Patreon as well. So make sure you check that out. Wednesday and Friday is free here. And top of that, Bobby already told you about going to see the show June 28th and 29th. My recording, the link should be up in a week for August 8th through 10th at Mohegan Sun. So make sure to check that out too. We got a bunch of other shows coming up, but that's it for stupid plugs. Now, Bobby, my turn, right? That was you. You did soccer shit.
I did soccer shit.
All right, so I'll go to a real famous person, not your stupid South Korean famous person.
Shadu Ree.
Yeah. How about this one? Nicki Minaj. There you go.
There goes my final story too.
Oh, do you want to do it later? Because I got another
please.
one.
You nail this one. You probably have a better.
I've got another musician doing dumb shit. If you want to do that one after.
All right, yeah, I'll do that one after then. We'll do that.
That's not a problem. So that's our big teaser. We'll do the Nicki Minaj one. Country star Zach Brown. Are you familiar with Zach Brown? The Zach Brown band?
He's a little chicken fried.
Yes, cold beer on a Friday night. That's him. Don't worry, they'll bring that up.
Right.
You know, the New York Post does. Every time someone's done 3 things, they have to say that after each thing they did. So we'll hear it. So don't worry.
I can't
Country
wait.
star Zach Brown. Bobby, I think this article will you'll like this because it involves a woman being nuts, social media, and how you handle that. And I think you'll like this.
Okay.
Country star Zach Brown sues estranged wife Kelly Yazdi over Instagram post, wants restraining order. Zach Brown filed a lawsuit against his estranged wife Friday to remove an Instagram post from her account, claiming the post had severely damaged his reputation, according to a report. Brown, 45, alleges that a post on 33-year-old model Kelly Yazdi's Instagram account violated a confidentiality agreement she had signed with him, court documents obtained by TMZ showed. The chicken fried singer, like right away, they go right into it, is hoping a judge will prevent Yazdi from making false, harmful, or defamatory remarks. By the way, they show the picture. I don't know what she's modeling, but it's not face stuff. She's like, I mean, he looks like
model.
He looks like whatever you think a country star looks like anyone that just has like a banjo and his, the big stupid Paddington Bear hats they all wear, like that shit. He's wearing that. She's all right. She looks like a little better Danica Patrick. If you remember her, the one that was like, she's a lady. She drives a car. That
Do I
makes
remember
her
her,
crazy
Pat?
good.
How could I forget?
Oh, see, that's when I started getting mad at the world. Where everyone was like, Danica Patrick's attractive. I'm like, you know what? Everyone's too horny. Everyone needs to calm down. Danica Patrick's not attractive. She was just some lady who drove a car. And everyone's like, but she's a lady driving a car. Let's fuck her and jerk
And
off
she
to
didn't
her
have a
and
penis.
put her on
Pat.
Maxim magazine. What do you say?
And she didn't have a penis.
But no women had penises back then.
But goddamn, did I love the early aughts.
Yeah, but you didn't know that then. You didn't know back in the early aughts that, like, in 2024, all women would have penises.
No, you just
colder
thought you could
weather
have a
artist-
super NASCAR kid with her.
She had a super NASCAR between her legs. I don't know what that means. The colder weather artist, that's another song of his, is seeking emergency injunctive relief in the shape of a temporary restraining order that will force her to remove the post. The court has yet to make a ruling on the matter, the outlet added. In one of her posts on Instagram before the lawsuit was filed, Yazdi was captured walking into a pool with a lengthy caption discussing an abusive relationship. So it's not even like a picture of like him doing anything bad, whatever. It's just her going into a pool, and it's like projections, gaslighting, threatening, stonewalling. Those are the ingredients of narcissistic abuse. Part of the caption shared on May 4th, that love is conditional. Love disguised as compromise when in reality it was control of my chicken fried food. No, I didn't say that part there. It's unclear if the post is targeting the knee-deep singer. Now we're getting into songs I don't know. Singer, while the court documents don't specify which post is in question, the outlet said. Yazdi describes herself as a born adventurer, events producer, SAG-AFTRA actress, stunt woman, and professional model. He's a lot of stuff. I know a guy's like that. He's produced one comedy show, and he's like comedian, actor, show producer, entrepreneur. You know, the next big thing. I'm like, I don't think that's in your resume, you retard. Hello, Aaron. How are you? We're gonna have her on the show soon. There's a picture of her on a motorcycle now, looking like a little bit younger Rocky Dennis. Anyway, her acting credits include Hawaii Five-0, The Beautiful Ones, and The Martial Arts Kid. The Martial Arts Kid.
Dude, whose
How much of
name
a
is that?
knockoff of The Karate Kid is that one? The Martial Arts Kid? I've never heard of The Martial Arts Kid. Have you?
No, I have not, but I'm about to Google it.
Look up The Martial Arts Kid. And I'm sure she wasn't even the star of The Martial Arts Kid.
Well, it's available on Tubi.
Tubi? Oh, yeah, that's the free one, right?
Yeah.
The Martial Arts Kid. Is it just the same plot as The Karate Kid?
Well, Pat, there's only one way to find out. And that is to allow me to share this trailer with you.
If you could tell, I'm frozen, so I can't share anything right now at the moment. But
Oh, you can't allow things to be shared either. Shit.
I can't just do it. Nothing's happening. I'm not seeing anything move. So once it
Oh.
stops being frozen, which it is for a second, unfortunately, then we'll stop from there. I'll continue the story. My Old Man singer. They've named 4 songs already. The My Old Man singer proposed in the model turned actress while vacationing in Hawaii in 2022. The couple tied the knot in a private ceremony in Brown's home state of Georgia last August before announcing their split 4 months later. We are in the process of divorce, they told Page Six at the time. Our mutual respect for one another remains. We wish each other the best and will always appreciate our time together. As we navigate this personal matter, we simply request privacy during this time. However, there is no public record of a divorce case pending for the pair. There we are. Now we get this going here. Boom. However, there's no public record of a divorce case pending for the pair, but Brown's attorney said he just recently filed for divorce. So, wait, is this the Karate boy?
An epidemic affects kids in every school in America.
Stay down, Concrete.
And for Robbie Oakes, after some bad choices,
Grandma, it's not as bad as it looks.
Here we go
Look pretty
again,
bad.
Robbie. Time to start making some better choices, kid.
he'll find a new home
Mikasa Sukasa.
and come face
That's
to
her.
face with the biggest challenge
That
of
was
his life,
Robbie,
I'm Rena.
bullying.
talking to my girl. Hey, take it easy, man.
Oh,
That hurt as much as it looks?
You see the other guy. We can't use his fist for a week.
You better come up with a plan for self-defense.
What? You think some guy trying to act tough scares me?
this case?
Yeah, a little bit.
Knife?
Where'd you learn all that hiya ninja stuff?
Cindy, I don't get this film.
You should bring him into martial arts school. Teach him discipline. Be the father figure for him. Put him on a positive path.
You know, you can wash on, wash off all you want, but you're not going to be driving any of our
Dude,
cars.
Dave, shots fired.
You have really good form.
What?
Star of Paranormal Activity 4,
I didn't know martial arts was for fun.
Jensen Panettiere of The Perfect Game and Ice Age. John the Dragon Wilson, 11-time world kickboxing champion. Cynthia Rothrock, 5-time world forms and weapons champ.
We don't tolerate bullies here.
Chuck Zito of True Lies.
Chuck Zito's in this?
my dojo.
And TJ Storm, Black Cobra.
How traditional.
In the motion picture, the film's charity partner, Bullying We're Kicking It, exclaims, "This is a socially responsible movie that every family in America should see together."
Martial arts. To protect yourself. Protect others.
I told him that.
All right, we get the idea.
Holy shit. Dude, they said movie credits for some people. I think they just called that black guy the Black Cobra.
Dude, and
Because they
DJ
didn't say from
the
the movie
Black
Black Cobra.
Cobra.
It's like, and a black guy, Black Cobra. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, who okayed this, dude? Who wouldn't okay this? That's the greatest knockoff of a thing I ever saw. And they took a shot at it. You're not gonna wash on, wash off that problem. Firing shots at Pat Morita, the martial arts kid. I hope there's sequels. But by the way, she wasn't any of those people.
That's what I was going to be the point I was going to make. She was not in the trailer.
She's supposed to be this famous model. Like she got famous enough to marry fucking Zach Brown, but they couldn't throw her a bigger part than the Black Cobra or Chuck Zito or the guy the woman who starred in Paranormal Activities 4. Oh, fucking dude, that's the worst. I mean, I get it. You make a movie, you're hoping for something, but there's no way they ever thought this is going to be anything, right? I guess you make that just hoping that overseas people confuse it with the Karate Kid, right?
That, or like, did it come out right when Cobra Kai was at the height of its popularity? Like, did they think this was the moment for a swing back in martial arts?
Uzi, goodness,
Yeah,
Chuck
yeah.
Zito, stop doing stuff just for the money. Oh god, dude, that was fucking. Wait. He went to his dad's, and his dad was gonna teach him to be a man, but his dad had to wait till the kid was a criminal to fucking help. He was just running a dojo to help other people the whole time.
I like that it was the mom who disarmed the knife guy first, and then was like, "You should teach him how to fight, though, Phil."
Yeah. Or even better, they're like, yo, he has to learn how to have discipline in martial arts. So he went where everyone goes. San Jose, California.
Hawaii.
Wherever the fuck he went. It definitely wasn't like Ching Chong Land or whatever the fuck he's supposed to be.
No.
Oh my god. Brown was previously married to jewelry designer Shelley Brown, with whom he shares 5 children. Got 5 fucking kids. They announced their divorce in October 2018 after 12 years of marriage. So anyway, who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it the star of martial arts kid? I can't think about anything else. That was the greatest trailer of all goddamn time. Is it Zach Brown for trying to sue his wife because she posted or now ex-wife, estranged wife, but for posting a post on Instagram? It's not going to ruin your career, Zach Brown. You're going to be fine. Ladies are going to want to bang you because you're going to tell them that, oh, my wife is mean to me. Like, I'll take care of you, chicken fried guy. You still got chicken fried money? It doesn't matter. Is it the wife for putting some fucking post up where she's like, I've been hurt? Whatever. That's what people do. I know they're famous, but that's what you use Instagram for. She didn't say Zach Brown did this and that, whatever. She put a picture of her going in the pool. It's the same time when a lady's like puts a picture of herself in the gym, barely wearing clothes, and then above it she just puts up, you can achieve anything. It's like, what? I can achieve wearing no clothes and then getting attention at a gym? What do the two have to do with each other? It doesn't matter. It's dumb shit. But yeah, but if that hurt your feelings, maybe you should talk about it. Is it their court agreement that said we won't talk bad about each other and we love each other and we're never going to say anything bad, even though it wasn't that at all? Is it the martial arts kid? How do we not know about this movie to right now? Do more promotion. All you got to do is put that trailer everywhere. Have people play that trailer all the time, and then people would watch that movie. That looks. I can't wait to it. When this is over, I'm gonna go watch the Martial Arts Kid on Tubi. No, I'm
That
not.
might be our Tard Tuesday. Just a watch along.
Oh, we could probably get some of them. We probably can't get Chuck. We definitely can get the person. We can put the Black Cobra. He's available.
We could
Or
also
is it the
get,
Black Cobra? The Black Cobra are not going, hey, just call me Cobra. They're like, what? Why can't no one else is called Cobra in this? Nah, dude. Black Cobra makes sense. It's like, why? Why does it make sense? And he's
Do you
like,
think-
never mind.
Do you think he shit talks like a black dude while he's doing karate?
Do an example.
So like instead of going yeah, he just says the N word.
Nia.
Yeah, you get what I'm getting at.
Nia, please.
Oh God.
Get off my lawn. Nia. Just keep yelling all the time. The martial arts kid. Dude, you're gonna name it. That's the worst of all of them. You can have the judo kid. You can have the MMA kid. The martial art. It just doesn't even flow.
It's you nailed it. It's literally done so Chinese people think they're running the Karate Kid.
Yeah, it's just it's a knockoff one that you can do that. Go the martial arts kid. It's the same story. It's all right there. And then even I do like at least at one point they take a shot at it. I like that.
Oh yeah.
It would be even better if someone if throughout the movie. That's what I would have done in that movie. It's a subtle thing, but to make that movie a little bit better, so people can at least enjoy it. No one would watch it or no, but if you did have to watch it, the little gem you would get is so at the beginning, this kid's like having a tough life, so they have to move him, and they're like, "You need to learn more discipline." And someone's like, "Yeah, like the Karate Kid," and they're like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, nothing." And then later on, he's like, "Yeah, you got to learn, how to fight and defend yourself." "Oh yeah, like the Karate Kid." And they're like, "Hey, what?"
What are you
Oh, yeah, I
talking
don't know
about?
what you're talking about. Like that. Remember that movie where the Indian guy goes to some weird universe where no one knows the Beatles and he just starts singing the Beatles?
That would be yeah.
Yeah, it's that thing where it's like one guy knows about it and he gets famous off the Karate Kid. He calls it the martial arts kid. Like that'd be fun.
I kind of like it. I will say that I don't think the martial arts kid's the piece of shit in this story, though, Pat. I think the piece of
It's
shit.
Husey.
Well, no, that's just hilarious. The piece of shit, as Terry Neese pointed out a number of times, is Zach Brown, a real country star. What happens when a supermodel breaks your heart? We get your best music. Like, that's what country's designed for. You get your heart broken. You sing a great song about it. Broken Heartsville by Joe Nichols might be one of the greatest songs of all time because he got his heart broken by a girl who left him for a dude in a coupe de ville. Luke Combs is not country. He's EDM. He's party music. He's pop. He can't handle the heaviness required to deal with this load. So for that reason, well, I'm a bit of a narcissist. Gaslighting my feminist. I don't know the rest.
I thought they were gonna do more. I was like, nice.
That's all I had. But so for me, the piece of shit's is him. Zach Brown. Learn real country. He went to $21,000, $625 a year private school. It doesn't sound
Yeah, but-
very country to me.
Okay, it might not sound country, but it does sound like somebody who's obviously sensitive and going to be hurt by a lady putting posts on Instagram.
Yeah, Pat. What group would be like, I went to this really expensive private school. I'm going to sue you for defamation.
Not Asians.
Not Asians, no. Give you a hint. Not a lot of country singers with the last name Steinerstein.
Wait, why? How did that become anti-Semitic?
It was because you were like, he's going to sue. My point was, who would go to a rich school and then
Oh.
their result would.
Okay, the suing part, but I mean, usually they're the lawyers suing, they're not the ones suing. I don't think maybe it's both. I'm not sure. The piece of shit to me is her, and it's not about the part where she made the post. Listen, you're in a breakup. People know you as Zach Brown's wife. You know what I mean? No matter what, they definitely don't know you from the martial arts kid. They definitely don't know you from the SAG after shit. They definitely don't know you as a model. That's what they know you as. You're known as fucking his wife. So now when you post anything while you're in a estranged relationship and you're about to go through a divorce, everyone's gonna think it's about that. You can post all you want, but you can post this isn't about anybody, just something I'm sharing. If you don't want to get a lawsuit, you want to be smart. You're about to get money. Say what you want about Zach Brown. That guy's got money, and the guy's had some big ass songs.
She's sitting on the martial arts kid money.
I know she's sitting on. Chuck Zito's waiting for her. Like, I'm gonna take you, baby. We'll live off that Zach Brown money. But no, you're not gonna get the money if you're doing dumb shit like this. It's screenshots, all that shit. You're being stupid. Stop talking shit about people without saying their name, or just fucking say it. Zach Brown did this and this and this to me. And then you go to a real lawsuit and you're saying now there. And guess what? In most courts of law, Zach Brown's gonna be told he's wrong, even if he wasn't. That's just gonna happen. You can either fucking just post it and say Zach Brown is a narcissist, and we're gonna go, yeah, of course he is. He's in the Zach Brown band. He has a band, and he wouldn't even give them a name. He's Zach Brown, and there's a band, and he calls it the Zach Brown Band. There's nothing more narcissistic than that. Tom Petty was released and the Heartbreakers. He wasn't the Tom Petty Heartbreakers.
The E Street Band.
Yeah, with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. But it wasn't just called Bruce Springsteen. They would have a name afterward anyway. Whenever you're the whole band, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, you are narcissistic. We all know he's narcissistic. Look at his big stupid hat. Look at his dumb songs. And I like him. I actually like the Colder Weather song. I've enjoyed it. It's a fun song. But it's a song about a guy who can't be with a woman because he travels on the road too much and he needs to be away from the woman. Yeah, you know what you bought when you went to the Zach Brown store. You got Zach Brown in the Zach Brown band. Just right. This is about Zach Brown. He's narcissistic. And in response, everyone will go, yeah, we know. Have you seen the name of his band? The Zach Brown Band. He used to call you the Zach Brown wife. No one even knew your dumb name, lady. Go back to the martial arts. Go make the martial arts kid too. Electric Boogaloo, where the fuck you're going to make.
His ex-wife still has his last name.
Well, they're not divorced. Oh, the other one?
The Brown, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
the
she
one-
has
he
5 kids.
That's my point, though. Like, he made her keep that name. He's a narcissist.
He didn't make her keep that name, but those kids don't. They put the kids' names there, but they refer to them as the Zach Brown kids. No, I'm kidding. And then the wife goes, "Wait, Brown kids? I'm out." Like, no, Zach Brown. Like, oh, Nia.
Well, I loved her, but she loved a bitch. That's how the song goes, right?
Bitch. No. Speaking of Niaz and Brown, why don't you do our final story?
Well, Nicki Minaj was caught with that super bass. Did you hear about this, Pat? Since it was also your story.
I did. I know, Bobby. Please tell me about it.
So Nicki Minaj, the super bass singer, was on tour in Amsterdam and had to cancel her show. And then it slowly started to leak out that it was due to her being arrested at the airport for trying to carry drugs into the country, allegedly. She's saying that that is false. But apparently it's illegal to bring super bass into Amsterdam. Bet, did you have any more?
Did you? I read a little bit, but like I know we're saying super bass is a joke, but like what drugs was it? Was it just weed?
They have not pointed out what drug it was yet. My guess is it's a prescription mix-up.
No. Like when I was reading it, it was legitimately she bought drugs.
But so like there are, I don't know what the exact rules in Amsterdam are, but let's say, for example, you were flying to Canada and you had Xanax that you were legally prescribed in the United States, but you weren't prescribed it in Canada. That could be a problem if they were to search your stuff. So like I think it might be a situation like that. I don't think she was bringing in coke or meth or anything crazy. I don't think she was doing Walter White.
She had cancer?
Well, no, she liked to hang around with a former student who the sexual tension you could cut with a knife.
All right, but okay. So
I thought you were looking to see if there was any more.
No. I'll let you do the story. I was just moving around. I found one more story to do after you. That's about it. So.
Oh, that's okay. Truly, that's pretty much all the details that have come out so far about Nicki. Is that she was arrested at the airport. She made an Instagram video apologizing to her fans, saying it was a misunderstanding and it would be sorted.
And the concert was supposed to happen where?
Amsterdam.
So the concert was canceled because she was arrested in Amsterdam by Amsterdam police.
By Amsterdam police when she landed. So who's the piece of shit in this story, Pat? Is it Amsterdam? As V pointed out, all they do are drugs and just have paid sex 24/7. That's like why you go to Amsterdam. You go to Thailand to bang a boy. You go to Amsterdam to smoke weed and pay for prostitutes. Is it Nicki Minaj? Are there a lot of Minaj fans in Amsterdam? I don't know. Feels like Go to what's that big festival in England?
Edinburgh.
Yeah, go to Edinburgh and let the Amsterdam fans come there. You're not gonna get arrested in England as long as you don't have a gun. They're all fans of sticky wickies. Excuse me. Or is it Nicki Minaj? You're traveling internationally. You should probably know the drug laws. Also, they don't get to search private jets, so why are you flying commercial, bitch? Pat, we'll kick it to you first.
It's not Amsterdam. They don't. Yes, we all know them in America as they have drugs and sex 24/7, but they don't do it. They have it there.
Oh, they
for the
do it.
tourist. No, they do it, but not at the tourists go there because they know back in the day they could do it there and they couldn't do it in other countries. But it's not like every day they're doing that stuff. But what they don't want is people bringing in things or moving things around or fucking it up. They have a control of it. That's what it is. So when big famous people come in and try to go, well, oh, since it's free, I can just ship this around and do this or do that. They don't want people thinking they can come over there and fuck shit up. Because if that happens, then guess who else comes in? Like cartels and other people like, oh, we can also fuck shit up and take it over. Now it's our wacky town instead of the fun place it's supposed to be. Now, does Nicki Minaj have a lot of fan base in Amsterdam, Bobby? She's huge all over Europe to the point where all those shows were sold out. That's why it was the big deal. They were sold out months in advance. So these canceled shows were big because it wasn't just like a couple thousand people aren't going to go. This is like a big fucking deal that they don't have any other room really on the schedule to fucking to reschedule this. So you just lose out on your money or you have to pay all the money back. And if you think about with the people that would go see Nicki Minaj, not everyone probably is from Amsterdam, like we're saying. I mean, there are people, some from there, but people traveling from other parts of Europe who are going exactly where you and V said. You know what I mean? They're going because, yeah, we're going to see Nicki Minaj, but then we can get high and do whatever, too. So you just ruined an economical boost in your area because they were going to spend all the money at the concert, do all this stuff, and then go get high and go to all the stores and the shops and all the places like that and just destroy all that because she fucking couldn't just relax when she can get handed or whatever she wants. Her life is her Amsterdam. Like, it's crazy that she would need anything anywhere. She's fucking Nicki Minaj. She's got 8,000 entourage people that can bring her drugs anywhere. She probably doesn't even know what country she's in half the fucking time traveling around. So it doesn't even fucking matter anyway. So the piece of shit, obviously, is Nicki Minaj for not going to whatever police station it was and going, oh, what do you guys call your silly money? Oh, here's $1 billion of that. I'll be on stage in a half hour. You guys want free tickets? Whatever. You want to see my butt? You want to see my WAP? Wet ass police force? Because I've got them behind me. They're covered in their hose down. We can do that. So yeah.
It is kind of funny. Scheffler was able to be booked and charged and at his 8:30 a.m. tea time. Nicki Minaj missed her whole concert. Well,
once again, USA. America, we know how to arrest and get them back on what they're doing. Oh, yeah, he did something terrible. OJ kills a woman and then just goes back out and has a good time. It doesn't even matter. You get back out, you do your thing. Who's the piece of shit, Bobby?
For me, the piece of shit is I see what you're saying with Nicki, but for me, it's a step removed from that. It's her posse. You nailed it. Back in the day, you could be a professional wrestler if you were willing to carry other professional wrestlers who were famous drugs. Like, it was your job to be the guy who got busted with the pot when all the other good stars had to go wrestle. Did she not have an opening act for these concerts? Like, that's your job as the opening act. If you and I are on the road, right, in Westminster or wherever we're going in the end of the end of June.
It's Wethersfield. I'll keep promoting the show. You just say you're going to be there.
I'll be there. When we show up in Wethersfield, if the police pull us over as I'm driving you there and there's a bunch of coke in the car, guess what I'm doing? I'm going, it's mine. It's not Star Pat Oates. It's me. It's all me. He didn't even know I had this here. I had him at gunpoint. I'm falling on that grenade for you because that's my job as your opening act. You're going to use your stardom to get me out eventually and make it worth my while. You know what I mean? Like, that's the role you agree to play. So for me, it's whoever, there's a member of the posse, whether it be Meek Mill or somebody, you know what I mean? You fall on the sword for Nicki.
20 years ago, yes. I think nowadays, because of the way tours work and everything like that, with all streaming and now nobody's really doing albums anymore, there isn't that opening act. I think they're all at that same level. It's just like the opening act sometimes has the bigger downloaded song at the moment than the fucking artist afterwards because you're just throwing them on there. But you know what you're saying? There definitely should be somebody in your entourage that's paid to like take the fall, or whatever. But now that also worked back in the day when there wasn't TMZ and all the internet and all these things. So therefore, if it would leaked out later, you could just say, oh, it was a roadie or something. But now they right away go, oh, they work for Nicki Minaj. So no matter what, you're under the Nicki Minaj brand. That person's been online a million times going, I work for Nicki Minaj. I'm Nicki Minaj foot massage, whatever the fuck it is. Goes barbecue, Nicki Minaj. They are, that's that person. So they know that now. So there's no getting around that it's Nicki Minaj. You just literally say, hey, everybody, if you want to see the concert, come to the Amsterdam police station. I'll perform there. And then everyone goes there like, okay, we got to get out of here. We got to get her out. This is going to be a mass riot. We can't do this. So
I see that.
All right. We have one more story for everybody. Travis Kelce. You know who he is, Bobby, right?
That Jason Kelsey's brother.
Yes. And the guy who dates
That's
that
his claim to
lady.
fame.
Yeah.
That whiny
lady that's
singer.
Yeah. That lady who opens up for Zach Brown sometimes. Travis Kelce booed, trolled by Mavericks sitting next to Brittany Mahomes at Game 3 of the NBA Western Conference Finals. Dallas Mavericks and their fans had a bit of fun on Sunday night at the expense of Travis Kelce. The Chiefs' tight end and significant other of pop icon Taylor Swift was on hand along with teammate Patrick Mahomes and his wife Brittany Mahomes at Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Hold on, let me pop this up. Mahomes, who played his college ball at Texas Tech, was greeted more warmly by the Dallas crowd when he was shown on the video board between the first and second quarters of the playoff game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kelce was shown first on the board, and fans inside the American Airlines Center booed the NFL superstar before the Mavs then showed Mahomes and his wife, who both received cheers from the crowd, which is crazy if you know Brittany Mahomes' reputation. She doesn't usually get cheered by anybody. One video, which circulated on X, was captioned, Travis Kelce got booed and the crowd went crazy for Pat Mahomes. Thanks, guy on X. That wasn't the only thing. The Mavs posted on X that Mahomes and Kelce were at Sunday night's game, and they had a little fun with how they presented who was who. Mahomes was tagged in the post, while Kelce was referred to in a bit for a different manner. Our guy Pat and Taylor Swift's boyfriend in the house, the Mavs tweeted. Not just like someone else, the Mavs tweeted that out. And put that out to everybody. Kelce and Swift's relationship has been one of the biggest topics in the 2003 NFL season, and Swift was along for the Chiefs' ride to the Super Bowl. Where was she for this game, by the way? The Mavericks took a 3-0 lead. Okay, Kelce and the Chiefs, that's all that shit. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it Dallas Mavericks are having a little fun? Listen, I get it. You're playing well, and congrats to them. They're about to go on to they're up 3-0. Celtics are up 3-0. We're about to, unless some kind of miracle happens in both, which I doubt, we're getting the Mavs and the Celtics. It'll be fun. There'll be good matchups. There's some big stars in that. It'll be a good time, all that stuff. But is it the Mavs for not? I get it. Your team's doing well. Focus on your team. Focus on the crowd cheering. Texas basketball is not. It's been decent other places. You're not one of them. You know what I mean? Back in the San Antonio's done real well. Houston's done pretty okay. You, not so much. Maybe calm down a little bit. You've got a star on your team that's trying to stay out of the spotlight after he couldn't stop running his mouth about his feelings about certain people, and your boy Kyrie Irving. So maybe you don't want to start taking shots at people, because then if you ever have to go anywhere else, like OKC maybe next year, or somewhere like that, or other places where they're like, you know what, maybe we're going to bring up the Kyrie Irving stuff, and we were going to tweet out that. Like, here's Kyrie Irving, not with his agent who he hates because he's Jewish, or something like that manner. So maybe you don't take those shots. Maybe you just cheer on your basketball team. Is it Patrick and Brittany Mahomes? What are you doing going there with Travis Kelce? You know right away if he's not there with Taylor and you're not a couple, 4 people, they're going to see this, they're going to shit on this, they're going to do whatever. It's mostly Brittany probably because she's like, I'm tired of Taylor getting all the attention. Yeah. I used to be the blonde girl in the box that everybody cared about, and now nobody gives a shit because they all love her. Now I had to become her friend. Is it Travis Kelce for not fucking stepping up more? Jason would have done it, and Travis is kind of known for joking around and stuff. If you were Gronkowski, if you were that, you would have stood up and you would have been giving everybody the finger so they have to put down their big camera and been like, boo, or start booing back or whatever. Or just, or just take your shirt off and flex. Own into this thing. Go even harder. Boo them back. Do something like that. Or is it the guy on Twitter who was just like, hey, look, it's Travis Kelce. Thanks, guy on Twitter. That was a great tweet. Thank God we have the internet so you can write that. Who's the piece of shit?
So it's not the Mavs social media team. I get where you're coming from, but they are working quadruple overtime right now to try to spin all of these Kyrie stories. I don't know if you've seen it, but even Mark Cuban himself is out doing podcasts explaining why he likes Kyrie and how to he handle So I think
but if you watch these playoffs, that's all you need. To be honest with you, if you watch these playoffs, you go, "Oh, why are they dealing with this?" Because he's the best player in basketball.
Absolutely, and that's why I'm rooting for the Mavs right now. He's literally carrying that team, and everybody's like, it's the new NBA, it's the new guard, and it's like, is it, or is there one guy still a little pissed off with a chip on his shoulder?
They said it at the game. They said it in the game yesterday, but it might be. They said it was. I have to look back at it. The greatest offensive backcourt duo ever. Because the two of them are considered guards, and if you both consider them guards in that sense. Luka and Irving, there's nothing's ever scored like that. Two guys who are closers. Like last night, Reggie Miller even said, he goes, it's like having Dennis Eckersley and Mariano Rivera on your team. Two closers at the end of a game that can just shut everything down. You can't stop that. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's a video game.
Those two are ridiculous. I wouldn't call them the greatest backcourt of all time. That belongs to two brothers.
Offensive backcourt.
Yep. Splash Brothers.
No, they're not. Numbers wise and scoring wise, they're not. The numbers don't even match up.
I mean, I don't have. I did. If I knew we were having this debate, I would be able to do a little research. Maybe
no, it was literally done. You don't have to go do it. It was literally numbers were put up. They're like third or fourth.
Same thing happened with COVID, shooting percentage, but we didn't just buy those numbers.
But scoring, but field goal percentage, all that stuff. They're beating them.
Okay, I you know what? I'm going to do my own research, and this is something I actually
you
can
do your
get
own
the
that the
facts
NBA
to.
didn't do. That's fine.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to because you don't shit on Curry like that. I'm just kidding.
You're not doing it to Curry. You're doing it more to Clay. Clay is nowhere near in the class of Luka or Irving. Not even close in any way, shape, or form. He's not even top 100 players, and both those two are.
Most points in a quarter.
In a quarter?
Yeah.
One time he did something good?
Okay. Most points
Buster
in a quarter.
Douglas won a championship one time. That's the dumbest way to argue
I fucking quoted him last week.
you quote losers a lot.
God. Anyway, other than you, Pat, who's the piece of shit in this story?
I'm the piece of shit because I don't think Klay Thompson is one of the best players of all time. He's a good shooter.
Oh, God.
He's not okay, so where is he better than Luka?
He's a better teammate.
But Luka? He has more. Luka has more assists per game than Klay ever does.
Yeah, that's because Curry likes to dribble the ball a bunch. You know, if you dribble it twice, it doesn't count as an assist. Right, but he's passing it to Curry.
So Kyrie doesn't dribble. Okay, we're ending on the NBA about Kyrie doesn't dribble. To even go that route, you're going crazy. You're not thinking with the other guy. Kyrie doesn't dribble.
No, Kyrie dribbles, but Luka has a bunch of other people who he can distribute the ball to that can score.
Who?
They've got that big guy who likes to hit the hooks.
The big guy who scores like 4 points. They don't have anyone that can play. Clay and Steph had better people, even just Draymond alone.
Draymond's a terrible offensive threat. They literally invented the Draymond sag because he couldn't hit outside
He's still
shots.
better than Goodall.
He's good at it all, Pat. What do you want from me?
He's not good at it all. You're an idiot. Go ahead. Who's the piece of shit?
So I don't think it's the media team because I think they're doing it. For me, it's anybody who's trying to make this more than just a stupid joke. They saw a star. They make fun of them. You know what else they do? Sometimes they put two people who are dudes on the kiss cam together that clearly didn't come to the game together. You know what I mean? They played stupid, corny dad jokes the entire time to try to keep people interested. They're doing their part. You're going to make fun of Taylor Swift's boyfriend. You signed up for it. That's what you get for agreeing to be Taylor Swift's boyfriend. For me, it's why are the Chiefs trying to claim the Mavericks? They're not your team. You play in Kansas City, not Dallas.
Well, they weren't. I don't think they're claiming it. They said Pat Mahomes is from the nearby area and plays high school ball, so I think they were just traveling to go to the area. I'm sure Mahomes probably grew up a Mavericks fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Mahomes, I get. Travis Kelce grew up in Cincinnati. You know when it was your turn to root for LeBron? When he was playing, or Kyrie when he was playing for the fucking Cavs. That's when it was your turn to root for him. Not now, you piece of shit.
All right, you just shared love of two guys who played in Golden State.
Yeah.
So if you were rich beyond belief and could just go to a game 7, you would go watch Golden State wherever they were. They're just, to them, the world's their oysters. They don't have to be in their hometown and go somewhere. The piece of shit in his story are the fans that booed. not because you booed Travis Kelce or because Taylor Swift or anything like that. Hey, the Cowboys suck. Okay? The Cowboys suck a bunch. And what they haven't had in a wild time since Witten is a really good tight end. If maybe the best tight end in football is going to visit, maybe cheer him. Maybe because they go, oh, wow, this is a cool place to be. Maybe I'll end my career here. I won a bunch of games here, but when Mahomes wants to retire and I want to go, the last place he's going to go now is fucking Dallas, you morons, because you booed the idiot when he came in. The guy will bring you bills. Jerry Jones must have been like, stop booing him. I want Taylor Swift in my fucking box. What are you doing? Cheer this guy on. Any city that has a football team should cheer when that guy shows up. The hopes that he brings him and his whole circus there and brings money the whole fucking time. I mean, if they were booing, someone said, why are you booing? Because you hate Travis Kelce? And they're like, no, because where's Taylor Swift? Then I would get it. Because they're like, yeah, we want to see Taylor Swift. We paid less for these tickets than we would have to pay to see her at her own concert. So we'd like to see her. But yeah, she's like, oh, game 3 of the Western Conference Finals? That's too small of a crowd for me. And it is. She has no reason to go there. I also like the fact that she didn't go anyway. Because she's like, you go watch your baseball. I'll go to your games, but I'm not going to go with you to go watch a basketball game. I don't give a shit. I got other things to do. When I go to the Met Gala, you don't have to go to that shit.
You know how sometimes women misunderstand what men like and like try to do something nice, but completely miss the boat. Like, I like to think Taylor's going to be like, no, babe, you wanted to go to the Dallas Mavericks arena, so I'm performing there 7 times in a row. We can go hang out. You love that stadium. It's like, no, I was there to see the basketball game. No, you love the Mavericks.
Well, the funny part is he would say, oh, have you ever been there? And she goes, well, no, I've been to that. What's the one where the Cowboys play? Because that little one you're going to, that's too small. We don't do those. Like,
I've been there once. We used it as dress rehearsal before I did Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah. Me and Selena Gomez had a party there for ourselves.
Yeah.
We just hung out.
I've never seen it from the stands.
Yes. Oh, but that's cute that you guys are going to that. And tell Pat Mahomes fake me that I said hi.
Yeah, tell Brittany that I pretend to be friends with. What's her name?
I don't understand. I understand what you're saying. Like the Mavericks doing that is fine. That's funny. They didn't do it. They didn't boo it. They showed them. You got to show them. People are looking and saying, the famous people, they do it in New York all the time. They show the famous people. You cheer, you boo, whatever. Like you said, they do all the wacky stuff. The kiss cams, the half shot, court shot. It's the booing thing. If he was sitting there wearing a Minnesota Timberwolves jersey or an Anthony Edwards, then you boo him. Well, you came here and you're cheering for them, whatever. You're about to go up 3-0. It was a tremendous ending to that game. I mean, it was very tight for the last couple of minutes. And then Kyrie and Luka just decided we're going to show you that Anthony Edwards doesn't exist yet. You're watching 2 young teams, Indiana and Minnesota, in a couple of years. If they can keep their teams together, could be something crazy. But they're both playing teams that are built for this finals, and it's going to be a great finals. I don't know if I think Boston will be the favorite, but I don't. It will go 7, and I think Dallas will end up winning it. But I think going in, Boston will just naturally be the favorite because they've been there before, and because Tatum is a winner as well. And I think Tatum is also every tournament, every game he's been in the playoffs. No one's talking about him. Everyone's underrating him. And the guy can play, and the guy can. So I think he's going to want to show what he can do too. And they're deeper. Boston's deeper, but
I like that. My only fear is that Kyrie's just going to be like, "Hey, you know that dead guy you text for motivation? He was my friend," and then just shuts him down. That guy that you reach out to before every big game that doesn't respond, and there's some dude who just has that number now. Like, why does this person keep asking me for?
I don't know the story. So,
Tatum texts Kobe before before the big game.
Jason Tatum of the Celtics text Kobe, right? Okay. He has his number?
His dead number. Like
Nice.
the number he had before he died. I guess Kobe was a bit of a mentor to him. And now before every big game, he texts Kobe's number. And it's like, there's some dude who that number got reassigned to. Like, why is this guy? I think Jason Tatum's texting me. Shit.
I bet you if Jason Tatum is texting that, he probably also bought the rights to the number to keep it under so no one else can have it. You know what I mean?
That would be funny. But yeah, I think Kyrie's gonna shut him down and be like, that guy you're a huge fan of? He was afraid of me. He would not play me one-on-one after the Olympic team.
And he'd be like, All right.
And then he shows
I know.
he shows him
He goes,
who's
okay.
daddy.
I think all Tana would say is, well, that's weird that you're just bragging about a guy who can't defend himself now. Okay. Now I'm going to beat you. Now I'm going to be more inspired to beat you because you're like mean about a dead guy.
Kyrie's just
that
gonna
would
be like,
motivate me so much more.
Kobe every shot he hits.
Yeah, and Tatum too. This is for Kobe. It means me back and forth. You guys yelling Kobe.
And then he waits till Tatum bricks one. He goes, no, that crash and fall, that was more like Kobe. That hard smack off the backboard and then no life after.
Morning, Kish. The key to that whole series is if Porzingis can be healthy and actually play, because they have nobody who can play with Porzingis. But like, if he's healthy, he can shoot out there and do all that. They've got big guys, but they don't have anybody who can play like that. But and we have to get. You never know. Maybe there'll be big comebacks. Maybe it's Minnesota versus Indiana. I doubt it.
That'd be sick.
Bobby, you got anything else you want to promote?
I do. I just want to say congratulations to our girl, the one we've been a fan of from day one. Said she's going to do big things. Caitlin Clark got her first W in the WNBA. So shout out to her. Make sure you see Pat and I. I'm not going to plug the dates because apparently I keep saying we're in Wethersfield.
The dates
when
you
we're
can
in
do.
Westminster.
It's not Westminster. It's not.
No, I keep saying. I did that one on purpose.
If I'm underneath on the, by the way, we don't have to plug it. It's been running underneath all that. Right now I'm reading it. Go to comedycraftbeer.com to get tickets to see them perform 6, 28, and 29 if you live in Connecticut. And you'll see all the information there if you go. It's at the River in Wethersfield, Connecticut, June 28th and 29th.
Get your tickets. And if you can't do that, but you like to gamble, Pat.
I don't have a link yet. That's why I did that before. So we're not pushing that one yet. So I have a link. But you
sorry.
do that. So yeah, I'll do mine. But no.
Well, now, Pat, yours are mine, buddy. That's how things are going for me. I'm about to go like fucking Grayson Murray if things don't turn around. So plug away, my guy.
Well, Caitlin Clark, by the way, I don't know if you saw, she was struggling with the finally one of the players on her team actually had her back, because they've all been like kind of like ignoring her and throwing her shade and be upset that she's getting all this attention. And finally one of them was like defended her and said, no, she's making more shots open for us. We're just not winning yet. We're getting to know each other, whatever. But the big story, and we'll talk about this another time probably, not only her, Caitlin Clark catching the shit she's getting, Angel Reese got fucking knocked the fuck out. A lot of other rookies are getting hit. People are like, what's going on in the WNBA? Why is there like a bounty on all the rookies that came out this year? All the attention that's happening, all the older women who finally like have cameras on them are just beating the shit out of these younger women. So we're going to have to do a deep dive on that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Go on, if you missed any shows last week, go over to the YouTube and check out those there, or join the Patreon. You'll get access to everything there. Tomorrow morning show will be on there. I'm not sure what our Chart Tuesday is going to be this week. Bobby said we might finally have our guests we're supposed to have. We'll figure that out very soon. You did say to me the other day that we have, our boy Bobo will be available soon.
I'm hoping he's available.
If you know Bobo from ONA, we'll be having him on one of our Chart Tuesdays very soon. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But join the Patreon so you can join us tomorrow morning. Thanks to everybody. Welcome back, V. We're ever here. Sorry, Kish, you got at the end there. Yuzi, you're always fun. Terry, Neat, thank you for jumping around the whole time. Dominic, before, Teresa, to Aaron, everyone else that's in the chat, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. And Bobby,
don't be a piece of shit.